Good morning, year two. How are you? How did you get on with yesterday's challenge? I hope you enjoyed looking at what makes a really good persuasive piece of writing. Today, like I said, I'm going to introduce those question marks, and then you're going to have 3 days worth of work on using questions, looking at how they're different to statements, and thinking about how you can make those rhetorical questions. Let's take a look. So, as I said, we're looking at question marks. We're going to look at what are they and why do we use them? What's the point? So, this isn't the first time we've met question marks. Question marks play quite a big part in the year 2 curriculum, and you have met them quite a few times before. So here we go. Question mark. Can you do the talk for writing sign with me? Question mark. So we've got that curvy little loop on the top and then the full stop incorporated into it. So this is the first thing I want you to get your heads around. A question mark does include a full stop, which means that any letter after it needs to be that's right, a capital letter, because you're starting a new sentence. So if ever there's a question, you must put a capital letter after it. So why use a question mark? Well, it lets the reader know that something needs to be answered. More information is required. So, for example, what time is it? The person being asked the question knows that they need to provide an answer. Well, it's 12:15. However, in our advert, we also used question marks to get the reader to think about something. And these are called rhetorical questions, and they don't actually require an answer, but they can be used really well to make a point. And this is why we use them in persuasive writing, because you're trying to get somebody to change their mind. So it's a really simple example. If your brother or sister or friend was playing with a toy and you wanted to play with that toy but they wouldn't let you, you might go, oh, do you think you're a little bit old for that toy now? Do you think babies might like to play with that toy? So you can get the person to think, oh, maybe I don't want to play with this toy. Maybe it is a bit babyish. Maybe I don't enjoy playing with this toy. Then they might put it down, run away and go and play with something else, and you can play with the toy. So you have very sneakily persuaded them that they don't want to play with that toy. It can be a really powerful tool as a writer, and it can really get the reader to think. Now, obviously, we're doing persuasive writing, and what we want to do is get people to buy the clothes in our shop for giants. So we want to persuade people that their clothes are not good enough and that they need to come buy some more from us and give us their money. So, using a question mark. Like I said, you've already come across them before. So I hope that you will be able to see which of these sentences require a question mark. Pause the video now and have a go at writing them down, including the correct punctuation at the end. How did you get on? Let's have a look. So the dog ran away. Of course, that is the statement. You just need a full stop. The dog ran away. What time is it? I hope you put a question mark at the end of that one. Where are you going? Requires a question mark. I think I want some ice cream. Is, of course, just a full stop. How are you feeling? Of course, requires a question mark. And you are mowing the lawn is a full stop. How did you do? Did you realise where you needed to put question marks and where you needed full stops? One good trick to look out for are the questioning words. So what, where, and how. Doesn't work like that all of the time, but if you see a question word, often it can be a question. So, could you have a go writing your own questions? It could be about anything. Pause the video now and have a go at writing some questions. So now I've just got a little bit of a screenshot to show you some advertising that has these rhetorical questions in. So, want to know the best toddler toys? Well, I didn't, but I do now. Just have a look at those awards where they're going to show you all the toys that you can buy and you can spend your money. There's the trainer advert for Nike. Have you hugged your foot today? Now, the advert doesn't want you to say, yes, actually, I have hugged my foot today, or no, I haven't. The advert wants you to think, oh, what am I wearing on my feet? Am I wearing really nice comfy trainers that are going to hug my feet and make it feel really nice and secure? Or am I wearing sandals that aren't? It's getting you to think. Here, the one with the monster, they're advertising a play group, and it says, are you inseparable from your monster friend? If you are, celebrate Hug a Monster Day and come to our event here. Of course, we've got Dr. Pepper. What's the worst that could happen? Just have a drink. Just drink my lovely, lovely drink, Dr. Pepper. Here, shreddy or not? You're not ready if you haven't had a shreddy. This is simply one word in the question. Hungry. You may not be, but as soon as you see that hungry, you go, actually, I'm going to have a chocolate bar. And then, of course, McDonald's is fabulous at this. If you're in an empty room, is it still empty? Is Big Mac with bacon still a Big Mac? Now, I've included these just to show you that everywhere around you, big companies are excellent at using these kinds of questions to get you to think. And like I've said about some of them, you may not be hungry, you may not be thirsty, but it gets you to think, actually, you are. Go and get my things, go and buy my stuff. Now, when I was doing this, I showed my daughter this, and she suddenly realised when she's watching children's telly, if there are adverts, the amount of times that the adverts pop up there, and she's going, Mummy, can I have this? Mummy, can I have that? Mummy, can I have that? And that's because those adverts are really good at persuading you that you need to buy their toys. So just have a look at all the wonderful persuasive rhetorical questions here. Can you find some examples in the text? Pause the video now and give it a go. So, of course, are you tired of being the scruffiest giant in town? Do your friends laugh at your old patched up gown? Have your old brown sandals seen better days? So all of those three questions are getting you to think that actually your clothes aren't good enough and you need to get some more. And then down at the end, I hope you noticed that last one. In need of some fancy new shoes. Well, do you need fancy new shoes? Yes, you do. And we have them. Come and buy them from us. Well done if you found those 4 rhetorical questions in the text. Could you have a go at writing your own? It may be that you're going to make lunch and you might go up to your mum and dad or your brother and sister and go, hungry? Do you want to eat the world's best sandwich ever? Get them to think. Get them to want to have your stuff. You might want to have a think about getting George to buy the clothes. So, are you tired of wearing really scruffy, old, manky clothes? You might want to go down that route. But pause the video now and have a go at writing some of your own rhetorical questions. How did you get on? Now, this is not an easy task by any means. and it can be quite complicated. But the joy of talk for writing is that you can use our structure and hug it tightly. So you can use the rhetorical questions that I've done, and you can use your own vocab, okay, to make them your own. Ultimately, it's going to help make a much better persuasive advert. So good luck using them, and I'll be back next Monday where I show you how to adapt the text to make it your own. But for now, have a lovely week, enjoy your work on questions, and I'll see you again soon.